Hey guys, Vince Luca here, and today this video is a 2-in-1. It's basically how to defeat Dead Bride, which is kind of some tips and tricks on how to defeat her, and also how to spec your descendant and weapons according to the colossi you're going to fight, or the boss you're going to fight. So when you go into a boss menu, you see the destructible parts here. You have her knees, her chest, and her shoulder pads. Removable parts are her shoulder and her chest, and these little tubes that come out on her gun when she gets in a frenzy. These are also weak points. So you can see here that she has chill attributes, so she attacks with cold, but she's very weak to fire. So we're gonna spec into that. What you want to do is go check out your weapons and make sure that they are doing fire damage. So I'm gonna go in settings 2 here. And if you see that you don't see all your mods for some reason, make sure that this is on all. Your sockets should be on all. And what you're looking for this boss, for example, is fire attack, because she's weak to fire. So whatever you see on your mod that says fire, you want to equip. And you have a capacity on each weapon, so make sure not to pass that. And even don't go to max all the way, just get the better ones. And if you have space, leave that space, because you can upgrade your modules. So for that you have to come and see this guy here. He's an Albion as well, and what you want to do is upgrade the modules that you chose for your gun. So make sure you're only putting the stuff that's really good for you and your play style. But for Dead Bride, it's fire, so I got fire enhancement here on one of my weapons, and it's full, so I can't upgrade that mod. But this weapon here, I left space. I left 3 spaces, so I can upgrade this fire enhancement, which adds fire attack 3 times. And it's basically gonna give a little bit more damage. And when you enhance it, it's going to take 1 more space in the capacity, and as long as the little plus arrow is green, you're fine. And it's going to show you a little yellow dot here, meaning that it's been upgraded once, and you can upgrade it again as long as you're not passing the module capacity, which is 40 on this gun. And for example, here I have 39 out of 40, so I can probably update one of these mods here. I'm looking for anything that can be fire, so I got fire attack priority, which is also good since it's her weakness. And what's good about this is when you're doing these kind of setups, you could probably rename setting 2 to fire damage build or whatever, so then you know that when you're fighting that boss you have to go in setting 2. But let's get back to the mods. So when you enhance, it's going to give you that little yellow dot. It's going to give you +1 module. And if it turns red, it's because you're at max capacity. So if you upgrade it, the card's going to leave that gun, so you won't have that mod anymore. So make sure that the plus sign is green and not red when you're upgrading. For example, here I got fire critical, but I can't upgrade it. Now for my descendant, I can upgrade a lot, quite a bit actually. I left some space here. I could upgrade up to 8 times. The problem with that is that the higher you upgrade a card, the more expensive it gets. This is, after all, a free-to-play game. So let's say you want to increase your shield here. It's going to cost 3,000 gold. And you're going to see now when I increase it, the price is going to go up. Not by much. So I'm going to do it again. And then it starts to get a little bit pricey, so I'm gonna go to increase defense. I'm gonna put 2 points in that. But if you put too many points in a card, it might affect one of your builds, and you might lose that card. So in settings 1, if I upgrade, I'm gonna lose that card off of the settings 1, but it's okay. I'm working on settings 2 now. So this is really good. All attributes resistant, so fire, cold, everything, electricity. So I'm going to put 2 points maybe in that. And this is pretty good too. Max shield, it's a purple, so I'm going to upgrade this one as well. And now you can see that my module capacity on Bunny is 46 out of 46, so I'm full. If I upgrade one more time, I'm going to lose that mod. So now everything's 40 out of 40. So we could start going into battle. So here's some tips and tricks. I like Bunny because the snow globe is a killer, and I could just run out of there whenever I see it if I get trapped in there. But I learned my lesson, and she's the type of boss you want to stay far from. If you have sniper rifles or things that you can shoot far from, this is what you want to use against her. You do not want to be close to her. And what you want to focus on is her knees, or the back of her knees. It's kind of like these blue things that are shining when you're shooting them, so you want to shoot those until they come off. And when she does this snowball attack, it's not that bad. You could hide behind one of these columns, it doesn't go through, but all her other attacks go through, so be careful. Once you've done her knees, you want to attack her shoulder pads and her chest area. Even her ears are also good. There's a player on her shoulder pad right there, so one of the players just removed her right pad. So when you see that her shoulder pads are basically yellow, you can use your grappling hook on the yellow shoulder pad, grapple onto her, and then attack the shoulder pad for it to come off. When you're fighting her, the most important thing is to check her frenzy bar. It's the purple one underneath her health. Once it's full, she goes into frenzy mode, so you could shoot her gun, her little tubes that come out of her gun, those pink things there. So do some damage to those if you can. And it's when she does her snow globe, which is super powerful. You don't want to be in there, so always keep an eye on her frenzy bar. Here her shoulder pad is yellow, so I'm going to grapple it, I'm going to attack it, and it should bring her down when the shoulder pad comes off. And when she's down like that, you want to use an ultimate or something that does a lot of damage, maybe on her ear if you can, or her knee pads if they're still not destroyed. When you have destroyed her knee pads, her shoulder pads, her chest, all you have to do is just keep shooting the little crystal in her chest, between her chest area, and that's going to do a lot of criticals. And because you did some fire and you added some fire mods and damage to your gun, you'll be doing quite enough damage for you to bring her down and kill her. If you can, if you have time, avoid killing her in the pool of lava or whatever that red water is. It damages you, and to go get your loot, you might have to stand in it while choosing which loot to open, and it's going to damage you. I don't know if it's strong enough to kill you, to actually kill you when you're standing in there, but if you're low level and or you don't have a lot of defense, yeah, this water just standing in there can kill you. But let me see what I got here as a prize. Nothing great because the yellows are in a low percentage, so I probably won't get it on both of them. So I'll just choose this one, and I got this. Guys, if this video helped, make sure to like and subscribe. I'm going to do videos on all the other bosses as well, so hit the notification bell. Now go out there, go defeat Dead Bride, whatever her name is, and I'll see you next time.